BMW India has launched its popular SUV BMW X5 SportX variant. BMW India has introduced a new SportX variant to its X5 SUV lineup in the country. The new BMW X5 xDrive 30D SportX is the brand's latest entry-level model, replacing the outgoing xDrive 30D Sport trim. The new BMW X5 SportX trim is priced slightly higher at Rs 74.90 lakh ex-showroom India. The 2020 BMW X5 is now offered in three variants: xDrive 30D SportX, xDrive 30D X-Line and xDrive 40i M Sport. The BMW X5 SportX and the X-Line variants are both offered with the same diesel engine, producing the identical power and torque figures. This comes in a form of a 3.0-litre 6-cylinder unit churning out 265 bhp at 4000 rpm and 620 Nm of peak torque at 1500 rpm. The engine is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. There is also a petrol engine offered on the BMW X5, however, this is limited to the SUV's top spec xDrive 40i M Sport model. This engine comes in the form of a 3.0-litre twin-turbo petrol unit producing 340 bhp at 5500 rpm and 450 Nm of torque at 1500 rpm, mated to the same 8-speed automatic gearbox. All three variants come with BMW's xDrive technologies. Safety features on offer with the BMW X5 SportX include multiple airbags, ABS, cornering brake control, dynamic stability control, traction control, attentiveness assistance, side impact protection, electric parking brake with auto hold, hill descent control and others. The new BMW X5 xDrive SportX variant is offered in a range of three colors: black sapphire, phytonic blue and mineral white. Bajaj Auto in the month of January launched their first electric two-wheeler, Bajaj Chetak. Bajaj Chetak was an iconic scooter in the Indian market. Bajaj Auto had stopped booking for the Bajaj Chetak due to the complete lockdown. Bajaj Auto has resumed the bookings for its electric scooter, the Chetak, in the Indian market. The company is currently accepting booking for the Chetak Electric via its online portal. The deliveries of the scooters are expected to resume soon. The Bajaj Chetak electric scooter went on sale in the Indian market during January this year. The company is selling its electric scooter in a phase-wise manner, expanding to different cities across the country, starting with Pune and Bengaluru. The company had to temporarily suspend its operation to ensure the safekeeping of its workforce during the pandemic. Bajaj has resumed its entire operations after the government announcing relaxations on nationwide lockdown due to the COVID-19 crisis recently. The company has resumed bookings for the electric scooter and is expected to arrive soon at dealerships in both cities. The Chetak deliveries began days before the lockdown and were temporarily suspended during the quarantine period. The company would be filling in the orders that were received before the lockdown and then start with fresh orders. The pandemic has also caused a delay in the launch of Chetak Electric in other cities across the country. According to the latest reports, the timelines have been pushed by around 4 months for a pan-India launch of the electric scooter. However, as the operations resume in full swing, we expect no further delays with the launch in other cities. The Bajaj Chetak electric scooter is offered in two variants, urban and premium. The entry-level urban trim retails at Rs 1 lakh while the top spec premium costs Rs 1.15 lakhs respectively. Both prices are ex-showroom, Bangalore. The electric scooters are being sold exclusively across all KTM dealerships in both cities. Honda Civic was one of the best-selling executive sedan in the Indian market. Honda Civic New Generation was launched in 2019 with a completely new avatar and features. Honda Civic BS6 is yet to be launched in the Indian market, but the bookings for the new Honda Civic Diesel has already been started. The Honda Civic BS6 diesel bookings are underway in the Indian market. The company announced the commencement of bookings for the diesel sedan variant on its website ahead of the launch. The Civic Diesel is expected to be powered by an updated engine of the same unit as seen on the BS4 models. The 1.6-litre ID Tech 4-cylinder diesel engine in the BS4 format produced a maximum power of 118 bhp at 4000 rpm and a peak torque of 300 Nm at 2000 rpm. The engine came mated to either a 6-speed manual transmission or a 9-speed automatic unit, although the latter could miss out because of its increased cost. The BS6 powertrain is expected to produce similar power and torque figures as the BS4 models, along with the segment best fuel efficiency of 26.8 km on the diesel powertrain. The rest of the features and equipment will be carried forward from its petrol-powered variants. Speaking of petrol power, currently the Civic feature a 1.8-litre petrol engine producing 140 bhp of power and 174 Nm of peak torque. The engine comes mated to a standard CVT automatic gearbox. It comes equipped with LED headlamps with LED DRLs, fog lamps with chrome surrounds, 17-inch diamond-cut alloy wheels, C-shaped LED tail lamps and a small raised boot lip spoiler. The overall silhouette of the car looks aggressive and bold as compared to its previous generation. The Honda Civic competes with the likes of Skoda Octavia and the Hyundai Elantra in the Indian market. The Civic is offered in three variants, V, VX and ZX. The executive sedan retails between Rs 17.94 lakh and Rs 21.25 lakh ex-showroom. Automobile manufacturers worldwide are busy innovating new products. The industry last year saw many new electric vehicles globally and in the Indian market as well. Tata introduced Nexon EV, MG Motors launched ZS EV, and Hyundai Kona Electric was launched. Now, it is said that Kia Motors, which started its operation in India in 2019 with Seltos SUV, has now announced Kia Seltos SUV for the global market will take time to launch in India. The Kia Seltos, positioned in the mid-size SUV segment in India, received an extremely overwhelming response and soon became the best-selling car in the country as well. There were also rumors about Kia Motors working on an electric version of the Seltos SUV, although with no confirmation, these remain to be just rumors. Now it is confirmed that Kia Seltos Electric will be introduced in the global market. The new Kia Seltos Electric SUV is scheduled to have its global debut later this year. The Seltos Electric SUV is also likely to go on sale only in the Chinese market, with no other international markets expected to receive the electric SUV as well. The new electric vehicle could be introduced in the Chinese market as the next generation Kia KX3 EV. The current generation KX3 EV model uses the underpinnings of the Hyundai Creta and comes powered by a 45.2 kW lithium-ion battery pack. It is mated to an electric motor producing 110 bhp and 285 Nm of peak torque. The electric powertrain is said to offer a maximum range of around 300 km on a single charge and reach a top speed of 150 km per hour. The Kia Seltos EV, once launched in the Chinese market, could be introduced in two variants, standard and long range. This will be similar to its sibling, the Hyundai Kona electric vehicle. In the Indian market, the Kia Seltos is offered with three engine options, 2 petrol and 1 diesel. This includes 1.5-litre petrol and diesel engines, both producing 115 bhp and a 1.4-litre turbo petrol churning out 140 bhp. All three engines comes mated to a standard 6-speed manual with varying automatic transmission units on offer. Maruti Suzuki has launched the Espresso hatchback with the factory-fitted S-CNG technology. The new Maruti Espresso CNG model is offered with a starting price of Rs 4.84 lakh ex-showroom Delhi. The new Maruti Suzuki Espresso is the latest product in the brand's lineup to be offered with a CNG-powered unit. Others also include the WagonR, Alto, Ertiga to name a few. The Maruti Suzuki Espresso CNG model is offered in 4 variants, LXi, LXi-O, VXi and VXi-O. The new Maruti Suzuki Espresso CNG model is powered by the same 998cc 3-cylinder engine. The CNG-powered unit produces 58 bhp at 5500 rpm and 70 Nm of torque at 3500 rpm and is mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox as standard. The petrol-powered model produces slightly higher power and torque figures at 67 bhp at 5500 rpm and 90 Nm of torque at 3500 rpm. This engine is also mated to a 5-speed manual, although an automatic transmission is offered as optional on the higher spec variants. The Maruti Suzuki Espresso CNG model is BS6 compliant and comes with a 55-litre tank capacity. Maruti Suzuki claims the Espresso CNG model is capable of delivering fuel efficiency of 31.2 km per kg. The CNG variants remain identical to its petrol-powered sibling. The CNG-powered variants also offer all the features and equipment. This includes a bunch of features including a host of comfort, convenience and safety equipment, many of which are standard across variants as well. Morris Garages kicked off its Indian operation by launching its SUV MG Hector in the Indian market. As soon as it was launched, it received some good bookings and was a huge hit in the Indian market. Now MG Motors is all set to launch the bigger version of Hector, named Hector Plus, in the Indian market. Hector Plus was showcased during the Auto Expo 2020. The MG Hector Plus has started to arrive at dealerships ahead of its launch next month. The soon-to-be launched SUV is an extended 3-row seating variant of the standard Hector model that is currently on sale in the Indian market. The Hector Plus comes with few changes such as the absence of a light bar on the boot lid and a host of trims that are finished in a black paint scheme. The company is expected to add new color options that are exclusive to the Hector Plus model. This includes a new paint scheme called the Starry Sky Blue. Other exclusive color options will be revealed at the time of launch. Moving to the difference in design between both the models, the Hector Plus now features new headlamp design, slightly revised front and rear bumpers, updated scuff plates, and a redesigned rear profile that will help the Hector Plus stand apart from its 5-seater sibling. Other external features on the upcoming SUV are expected to be borrowed from the Hector. The Hector Plus SUV will feature more space on the inside because of its increased length over the standard model. It features a 40 mm increase in overall length to accommodate another row of seating and the needed legroom. However, the wheelbase is the same as the standard model. The SUV is expected to offer in 2 seating configurations, a 7-seater or a 6-seater variant, with the latter having captain seats in the middle row. Apart from the additional seats, the rest of the features and equipment on the Hector Plus are expected to be borrowed from the 5-seater SUV. MG Motor is expected to offer the same set of powertrain options of the Hector Plus that are powering the standard model. Honda Motorcycles and Scooters India have launched the Grazia 125 BS6 scooter in the country. The new Honda Grazia 125 BS6 scooter is offered at a starting price of Rs 73,336 ex-showroom Delhi. The scooter is available in 2 variants, Standard and Deluxe. Bookings for the new Honda Grazia 125 BS6 scooter is now open across all company dealerships in the country. Deliveries for the updated model will start immediately as well. The new Honda Grazia 125 BS6 model receives a host of updates. This includes added features and equipment as well, such as LED headlamps, new instrument cluster with additional information, ACG starter motor, fuel injection system, LED tail lights, split grey rail, 3D logo on the side panels and black alloy wheels. Other features on the new Honda Grazia 125 BS6 scooter also include a pass switch, new engine start-stop switch, multifunctional switch for the seat and fuel lid, among others as well. The Grazia 125 rides on 12 and 10-inch wheels at the front and rear respectively. The suspension is through telescopic front forks and a 3-way adjustable spring-loaded suspension setup at the rear. Braking is handled by 190 mm drum brakes at the front and 130 mm drums at the rear. The Honda Grazia 125 BS6 scooter is offered in a range of color schemes: matte cyber yellow, pearl siren blue, matte axis grey, and pearl spartan red. The new Honda Grazia scooter now comes powered by a BS6 compliant 124cc single-cylinder air-cooled engine. It produces 8 bhp at 6000 rpm and 10.3 Nm of torque at 5000 rpm and is mated to a V-type automatic gearbox. The Grazia rivals the likes of the Yamaha Fascino 125, TVS N-Torque 125 and the Suzuki Bergman Street 125 in the Indian market.